Good evening and welcome to CBN4's Primetime News Package with me, Vanessa John Charles. Assistant Superintendent of Police Davidson Valerie, as the recipient of incoming reports into criminal acts committed, says information received by Crime Stoppers Dominica has been very reliable. However, Valerie expressed that there still stands some more room for improvement.
Persons calling into Crime Stoppers, making information, a lot more can be achieved in terms of crime fighting results. But we have had a number of calls that have come in. We have had arrests, a number of arrests done for Crime Stoppers. The last statistics since Crime Stoppers started indicating there were about 20 arrests. For this year, we have had 4 arrests. For the last period of this year, we've had 4 arrests. And that would include persons arrested and charged and persons arrested on suspicion. So we want to...
The Assistant Superintendent of Police said that so far, Crime Stoppers Dominica has been effective, and with further support from the public, the police will be better assisted to fight against crime and violence in Dominica. In more news, Officer in charge at the University of the West Indies Open Campus, Kimon Joseph, says students should make every effort to attend memorial lectures, which have been proven to be very educational. Joseph said this is important as students should be exposed to both formal and non-formal forms of education.
We believe that young people should always be willing to participate in both formal and non-formal education. We believe that it is important for young people to be able to experience someone who is particularly trained in a field coming to talk about the research that they have been doing. For us, we've always stressed that, yes, it is always nice to have an opinion, but people need to have informed opinions. And so when you get information from somebody who actually knows what they're talking about, then it is better that you'd be able to converse with the person and share your own ideas and then be better informed to be able to tell other people.
Joseph said during lectures hosted by the University of the West Indies, they allow the experts to present on their topic, while following the presentation, invited guests get the opportunity to share their opinion, ideas, and/or thoughts on the topic. According to Joseph, the question and answer segment following every lecture proves to be enlightening for all guests, whether students or adults. In more news, the Dominica Red Cross has received $4,000 to aid with its housing renovation post-tropical storm Erica. The donation was made through the efforts of La Connection Dominica, a group of Dominicans based in New Jersey. Group leader Hilroy Garraway presented the donation to the president of the Dominica Red Cross and stated that the group was funded to assist Dominica after the storm.
We know that breakfast is an international affair, and we heard that may include to the people of Dominica and if them to assist them. And we hoping that this check of $4,000 will go a long way to assist the people of Dominica in whatever way we can possibly.
Philip White, president of the Dominica Red Cross, expressed his gratitude to the organization for its kind gesture. White added this contribution will assist with the various programs of the Red Cross, specifically the refurbishing program. As part of new initiatives of the organization, the Ministry of Education will embark on development of an early learners program in 2016. Education Minister Honorable Peter Seja said as striving for greater success within the new year, Dominicans can well expect the launch of the program supported by the Organization of American States and funded by the United States Agency. It is an initiative of International Development USAID on attempts to address underperformance in literacy and numeracy among students. The Ministry of Education also looks forward to begin inauguration of the brand new Newtown Primary School funded by the People's Republic of China, as well as the successful relocation of all students displaced by Tropical Storm Erica. Meanwhile, Minister for Employment Ian Douglas has announced plans to expand the National Employment Program, that's the NEP, in 2016, a program consisting over 1,000 Dominicans since its inception in 2013. At present, 120 persons have been transitioned out the program to permanent employment with other organizations, according to the minister. Douglas expressed the government's appreciation of the program, whom he informed will continue to enhance and expand the program to increase investments in this and other employment initiatives. In other news, General Secretary of the Dominica Public Service Union, Thomas Leighton, says a new general manager for the Public Works Corporation will certainly not resolve the long-standing issues plaguing the corporation. Leighton's statement come on the heels of the corporation replacing Eddie Lavisier for McDowell Paul to serve as general manager.
I have said it before and I repeat, the corporation needs an injection of funds. What are you going to do with the funds? You would have to repair equipment. You will have to purchase new equipment where all these things are necessary. And also, in addition to the corporation doing things for private people, the corporation would need to have a lot of projects from the government.
Leighton said it's only when such things are done that the corporation will realize positive results. According to Leighton, government is also negatively impacting the corporation by contracting private businesses for projects the corporation has the capability of handling, which will leave the new manager with inadequate funds to effectively manage the corporation. Give More Hugs, Help Unite, Giving Souls. An international non-profit organization has assisted 8 schools and 3 communities in Dominica. The group visited the island from the 30th to the 20th of November for a service trip that looked to provide school supplies to different primary schools on the island, as well as to build sustainable projects for quality education. Students at Dubla Primary, Sinico Primary, Kulibistri, Collio Primary, Salibia Primary, and the Pititsavan Primary were some of the beneficiaries. Volunteers also had the opportunity to reunite with kids they used to mentor while living on the island. In addition, Give More Hugs also visited the Grange Nursing Home, Portsmouth Hotel, and the Kalinago Clinic to donate medical relief items. Up next is Ali and Christopher with our sports report.
Welcome to today's sport report with me, Ali and Christopher. First up, Australia wrapped up a comfortable 177-run victory over West Indies on day 4 of the second test in Melbourne to take an unassailable 2-0 series lead. An overnight declaration on 179 for 3 set the tourists an unlikely 460 to win. Wickets fell regularly, but Danish Ramdin and Jason Holder, who came together at a 150 for 5, hit half-centuries in 100-run partnership. Mitchell Marsh, who finished with 4 for 61, dismissed both men as the Windies lost their last 5 wickets for 32 runs. So the final scores: Australia 551 for 3 declared, Kawaja had 144, Smith hit 134 not out, Joe Burns 128, and Adam Vorges 106 not out. and 179 for free declared, with Smith 17 not out and Kawaja again 56. West Indies made a first innings score of 271. Darren Bravo had 81, Craig Brathwaite 59, Nathan Lyon took 4 for 66 and James Pattinson 4 for 72. The Windies again made 282. Jason Holder this time hitting 68, Ramdin hit 59, Marsh took 4 for 61 and Lyon 3 for 85. Australia winning by 177 runs and keeping the Frank Worrell Trophy in their possession for 20 unbroken years, stretching back to the triumph of Mark Taylor's team in the Caribbean in 1995. West Indian cricket commentator Fazia Mohammed has reportedly been banned from interviews with the regional players on the tour of Australia. According to reports, the Trinidadian's outspokenness regarding the poor state of regional cricket has not found favor with the players or coach Phil Simmons. Broadcasting in the outfield before play with his ABC colleagues at the MCG, Mohammed was told by a West Indies official that their players would no longer be participating in interviews with him. Simmons is reported to be particularly annoyed by an interview with a Barbados radio station where he claimed the preparation of the Australians ahead of the second test was superior to the West Indies. Mohammed had claimed that their training lacked intensity and purpose, in contrast to Australia's sessions in Melbourne. Since then, he had been banned. And following a meeting between members of the CARICOM Long Committee on Cricket Governance and the West Indies Cricket Board, the WICB, in Grenada to discuss the findings and recommendations of the review panel on cricket governance, it was agreed that the WICB receive feedback from its constituent members and revert to the CARICOM committee on its findings. WICB President Wycliffe Dave Cameron responded by extending gratitude to CARICOM for its interest in the growth and development of the sport and said they look forward to working together to achieve common objectives. In a lengthy response highlighting several aspects of the deliberations which Kiter Sports was able to obtain, the WICB stated in position on the matter raised by the CARICOM review panel. The WICB stated, and I quote, "We will let our readers pursue the response and draw their conclusions on the status of our regional game and also weigh in on the deliberations," end quote. That concludes the Primetime Sport Report for today. My name is Alian Christopher. Have a good night.
Stay tuned for the weather report coming up next.
A pleasant welcome to CBN4's weather report. This evening, the area will be partly cloudy with a shower in the area. Temperatures will be in the highs of 82 degrees with a low of 76. Humidity is at 80% with a 40% chance of rain in the area. Sea conditions are moderate in open waters with waves up to 8 feet. Winds are moving east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly with a decrease of 50 to 45 kilometers per hour. The sun rose at 6:31 a.m. and set at 5:45 p.m. Now let's take a look at the weather synopsis. For the days ahead, a high-pressure system is the dominant feature across the region, generating a brisk trade wind flow. Low-level clouds moving with this wind flow will result in occasional cloudiness and scattered showers across parts of the island chain during the next 24 hours. Moderate sea conditions are expected during the next 24 to 48 hours, with waves peaking near 8 feet. All users of the sea, particularly on the eastern coast, should continue to exercise caution. Let's take a quick look at the weather updates for tomorrow. On Wednesday, we will experience some sun, also a breezy day with a shower. Temperatures will be 81 degrees with a low of 76 degrees. Humidity will be at 81% with a 52% chance of rain in the area. Meanwhile, sea conditions will be moderate in open waters with waves up to 8 feet. Winds will be moving east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly, also at 15 to 45 kilometers per hour. Sun will rise at 6:31 a.m. and will set at 5:45 p.m. Now let's take a quick look at the 3-day forecast. On New Year's Eve, which is Thursday, expect the weather to be partly sunny with a shower, with a slight change of weather patterns in the evening to partly cloudy and breezy with a shower in the area. Temperatures will change to 82 degrees high with a low of 77 degrees. Humidity will be at 72% with a 40% chance of rain in the area. Meanwhile, sea conditions will be rough in open waters with waves up to 8 feet. Winds will also be moving east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 15 to 45 kilometers per hour. Sun will rise at 6:31 a.m. and will set at 5:46 p.m. And for the most anticipated day of the year, Friday, expect the area to be consistent with Thursday, partly sunny and breezy. And for those who have dinner plans, the night will be clear to partly cloudy and warm, and later a few shower-in spots. Temperatures will change to 82 degrees high with a low of 76 degrees. Humidity will be at 71% with a 41% chance of rain in the area. Meanwhile, sea conditions will be moderate in open waters with waves up to 8 feet. Winds will be moving east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly, also at 15 to 45 kilometers per hour. Sun will rise at 6:32 a.m. and will set at 5:46 p.m. And thank you for joining us this evening. Until next time, have a good night.
And this brings us to the end of the Primetime News Report for today, Tuesday. Once again, I'm your presenter, Vanessa John Charles. Join us again tomorrow and have a good evening.